Hello everybody, long time no video, and as you can see I moved houses. I love this room so very much. If you follow me on like all my other social medias, you'll see I've made a lot of short form content in here, and it just like being in here makes me so happy. But that is not what this video is about. As you can see, I've actually dyed my hair. So I wanted to make this video because I have had my hair Japanese permanently straightened since 2019. I started with hair about this length, and because of this I've managed to grow it all the way past my bum many times. I've trimmed it, I've grown it again, and basically the reason why I was able to grow it so long, I do have a video about that up in one of these corners if you were interested in watching my video all about Japanese hair straightening. But basically the one thing that everyone will tell you, hairdressers, Google, blog posts, whatever, is that if your hair is permanently straightened, you should not ever bleach or dye it. You should never straighten it, put on heat tools, all of those things. And so this scared me for a very long time. And for a very long time, I just had my natural hair color. If you've been here for a while, you'll know that I experimented with some Manic Panic Red, and I put that throughout my entire hair because that was just kind of like a color on, wasn't a damaging kind of thing. But I've been trying, I think this is my third attempt to grow out my curly hair, and originally I was trying to grow it out and keep my hair long and just grow the curls, and like I knew that there would be some kind of like awkward moment where I was just gonna have like half curls and half straight hair. And I failed twice. I failed to grow them out twice. So now this is my third attempt, and basically I decided that in order to grow out my curls, I have to cut it all off. Then pretty much as soon as I decided that I had to cut it all off if I really wanted to grow my curls out, I got really scared. And so I decided that instead of chopping all of my hair off, which is terrifying, I would just destroy it. And that way, when the time comes for me to do a big chop, I don't feel guilty. Now the thing is that it actually turned out really well. So as I said, everyone says do not bleach or dye straightened hair. Dyeing sometimes depends on your health condition of your hair, but like this is pretty dry. My ends are pretty dry. They had split ends everywhere, dead ends, you know, those little white dots that you can see like on the end from where they've snapped. And so I was like, you know what, whatever happens, happens. And then, as I said, I can just cut it all off. But this is my adventure. Basically, I'm going to tell you how I managed to get my hair healthy and dyed and completely like bright pink. There was like a week where I had almost platinum hair. I've never actually had like too much luck with bleaching my hair. I've had it done at salon before. I've done it myself when I was like 14, and often it would just turn like orangey yellow, and then when I put the pink on, it would just be this like peachy color, which I didn't really like. But this is actually my default hairstyle. I've come back to this half. This is my fourth or fifth time returning to this hairdo. So it's like, it's really refreshing because this is the longest I've been without bleaching my hair, from 2019 to now. And yeah, so I decided to do it myself because obviously when you have so much hair, going to a salon, they would probably charge like, I don't know, like $1,000 to do this because of all the products that you have to use. But basically I started off with just testing it on the ends. So I'll put up some videos of me doing that. I basically segmented my hair and just practiced on like the very bottoms to see how well it took the bleach, how much it was going to damage it. And so honestly, the first bleach was quite successful. It turned like orangey yellow towards the ends, which was fine, totally expected, and I kept that for 10 days before I did bleach again. So basically what I wanted is I wanted this kind of amount where everything that was straightened got bleached and all of my natural curls that are coming out can stay brown and healthy. So basically the second time I did the same thing. I segmented my hair and then I just basically put so much bleach on, and I'm no professional, never been trained in hairdressing or hair or whatever. So as you can see, it's a little bit patchy. You can see that there are some different streaks of colors in there. But I'm honestly pretty happy with the job I did. The second bleach, when I did all of it, my back was getting so hot because I wrapped it in foil, and like by the time I was coming around the front, it was already like burning at the back, and I was like, I should probably take this off now. I did use only 20 volume developer. I wanted to do it longer and slower with no like artificial heat, because you should just never add heat to bleach. If you're going to a hairdresser and they put bleach on your hair and then they put heat on it, no. So after the second run, I got a toner and I put toner on it, and it turned so grey because obviously I had already bleached the ends. So by the time I bleached it a second time, they had turned like pure white, but they weren't actually like the chewing gum texture that I was expecting, because I've had that like when it's dry, it's straw, and when it's wet, it's like gooey paste. And I was totally expecting that, but it didn't happen, which was great. Probably because, I mean, at least one thing is that the bleach that I was using had an add-on, like, you know, Olaplex, how you can add a drop and it makes your hair basically not damage as much from bleach. I didn't buy that because that was expensive, but there was a bleach powder that I had, and it had its own like version of that. And I genuinely think that made a huge difference. Like, I still feel dry, but if I put the right products on, it freshens itself out. And then, yeah, basically after that, I realized how patchy of a job I had done. It was very inconsistent. Like here, the brown went down to here, but then up here, it was like here. So when you looked at it from the side, it was really inconsistent. So unfortunately, I had to do another bleach. And with that, I pretty much only just adjusted the tops under here so that it was more even across. And that's when I got like a little bit of a banding, because I was so scared about overlapping the two sections of bleach. So there's like a little bit of a yellow band there, but I don't care. Then once that third and final bleach was done, I toned my hair again so that everything would match as much as possible. And then I kept that hair for another week. I wanted to dye my hair sooner, but my parents were in town, so I was just enjoying being like half blonde, half like silver. It was really cool, because I didn't realize that my hair could get to that tone that it was. I'm always really jealous of Asian hair, how they can seem to go from like black to platinum in one like really long hairdressing day, and I just didn't expect that I could get that same kind of platinum result with my like Mexican hair. So it was, yeah, I was really happy actually. But yeah, then I ended up using Arctic Fox for the first time, and I see why everyone is obsessed with it. It's incredible. So I used to use Manic Panic when I was a teenager, and I used Manic Panic when I did my hair red. But like, this stuff is so good. Basically, I want my hair to be pastel. As you can see, this is not pastel. I diluted that bottle so much, and I thought that using conditioner would dilute the dye, but apparently not. So it still ended up very, very, very bright. The thing is that in the shower, I washed my hair today. I dyed it last week, and this is the first time I've washed it since. And I even put in a little bit of dish soap to try and get as much color out as possible. And let me tell you, like, without the dish soap, just with water, my hair ran completely clear. I've never, ever, ever had my hair run clear when I've had color in it. There's always been stuff coming out. And the only time I actually started seeing a little bit of color was when I added the dish soap and just like rubbed it around. So like, this dye stays so good, and it's really good to know that it doesn't leak, because obviously I wear like really light colored clothes, and something that would happen to me sometimes when I was a teenager was I would get rained on and then it would like run into my clothes, and it's just really annoying. So okay, today I'm going to be dyeing my hair pink. I'm using Arctic Fox Virgin Pink, and basically I ended up bleaching my hair a total of 3 times. As I would have mentioned previously, everybody said you should not bleach permanently straightened hair, but I did it anyway because I want to cut it off. So I'm in my YOLO era. Apologies that I haven't made videos in a while. I've made shorts, but I've been bulking up. I've been spending a lot of time back at pole and bouldering, so I've been very busy and haven't been able to make many videos. But here I am about to dye my hair pink. This is what we're going to be working with. It's like curly brown at the top, and then I've got this stuff's been bleached once, the ends have been bleached twice, and then I had to do some adjusting like here to bring the bleach up to a more balanced area. So yeah, let me change my outfit and I will be right back. So as you can see, I'm wearing my Slovenian family do-it-yourself shirt, which is my mantra for this. I've paid about $250 in supplies. So not the cheapest, but definitely cheaper than going to the salon with the amount of hair that I have. Oh, I also wanted to show you the products I used for bleaching. So firstly, to bleach, I used this Blondorplex 9 by Wella. It basically has that extra ingredient that's in like Olaplex, which helps prevent damage, but it's in the powder. And then the developer, I just used 20 volume Wella as well. I used a shit ton of this. I almost finished this entire bottle. And then to tone it, this like cool tone, because I realized that when I was younger and I did pretty much the exact same hairstyle, I bleached my hair and it'll be yellow, and then I'd put pink dye on it and it would turn a very like warm pink, and it was never really the color that I wanted. So then I realized I just had to tone it, and then it would just cancel out that yellow underneath. So for that, I ended up using this yellow peroxide 10 volume 3%. I don't know what that means. And then she recommended mixing yellow 9.1 and yellow 8.1. It definitely made the ends like really, really silvery, but I think it should work out fine. I don't have any normal conditioner, so I might mix a hair treatment with the pink to dilute the color, because I don't want it to be this super bright pink. This stuff smells really good though. It's it's Arctic Fox Virgin Pink. See, it's very bright. I was looking for like a pastel color, but I don't want to pay the same price for a color that I could just dilute and then end up with like so much more. So what I think I might do is section off my hair, maybe 3 sections on each side, and then I plan on doing maybe like full color here and then dilute it down to like pastel here, only because I want to like blend in how janky this is here. So I think if I use darker around, it should create a more like even gradient. It's a bit frizzy right now because my permanent straightening is probably about this grown out. So this is all like straight forever, infinity, whatever. And then my curly roots are growing back in, so it's a bit fuzzy. And I got rained on, so it's definitely like extra frizzy today. Should I be putting Vaseline on my face? Or my ears? Maybe, but I kind of can't be bothered. Okay, so I've just done a really janky tie-up job, but I've segmented it in top, middle, bottom. So I think that we should just get started. I'm really excited. I haven't had pink hair in 8 years. I used to always do this hairstyle. It was like my default, where I would have this hair and then it would get so unhealthy, I would chop it off to a bob. And then once it grew out again, I would do exactly the same thing. So this is my 4th time that I've done this. And it's the longest break I've had in between doing it. So I'm thinking I'm just using a Pheno hair mask to dilute the dye, because I don't have any conditioner. I just like exclusively use hair masks. I don't know if that's good or not, but good enough. Okay, I've got all the pink on now. I really tried to go through to make sure that there were no dry bits. It's hard when you do them in sections with dry hair because it just like sticks. It doesn't spread all nice like when it's wet. So hopefully I haven't missed anything, and yeah, we'll see how it turns out. But yeah, that's pretty much my like hair adventure at the moment. Let me know if you guys like it. Yeah, the intention was to fry it off, but it's actually quite healthy. I'm also using a keratin protein mask when I wash my hair instead of conditioner, so that's also helping keep it nice and soft. But yeah, it feels good. If like the combination of being in this bedroom and also like dyeing my hair again, and like, I don't know if you can see, but I also have teeth gems at the moment. I got them in Vietnam. I'm going to make a video, like a short about it soon. I really like this house. I like this bedroom. I hope you guys like it as well. I will have some more content coming up. As always, make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok as well for more like short form content. TikTok has all the random stuff. Instagram has photos. YouTube has these videos. There's something special about each platform. And yeah, I will see you all next time. Let me know in the comments if you have any suggestions for more videos or any questions about my hair or my new house or anything. And yeah, I'll see you all next time. Bye!